It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Saints are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we fall to 0-.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Darnold. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down. So this game here in London, the first of 5 games in the NFL International Series for 2022. We'll see the Giants and Packers here next week. Broncos and Jags at Wembley at the end of the month. The Seahawks and the Bucs, that'll be in November in Munich, Germany. First time a game's been held there. And then we wrap up down in Mexico City, November 21st. Cardinals and Niners from Estadio Azteca. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Logan Hall in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, the former star at nearby LSU, Patrick Peterson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Blake did on the last one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? On 4th down, Darnold. And
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Duke Dawson picks it. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 22-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Darnold on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down throw, Darnold. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Andrew Billings in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Now Darnold keeps it, and he stopped immediately there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Darnold a sneak, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs finding space at the 40. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not
under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lets it fly from Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Darnold. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete from the 21 and 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Here's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Mahomes. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets it back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Mahomes. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Mahomes will throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they will take a knee here. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, we're sending a message to the rest of the league.